What's the funniest way an obvious lie worked in a business meeting? My hand shot up before my brain could stop it. My boss had just asked the entire room if anyone had reviewed the quarterly report. And somehow, my arm decided that was its moment to shine. I'm 22. Everyone else in that room had been alive long enough to have a retirement plan. They were all looking at me like I'd wandered in from the parking lot. I had never seen the quarterly report in my life. Great, my boss said, clicking his pen. Summarize it for us. The room went quiet. 12 people staring. A projector humming. Someone's coffee slowly getting cold. My entire nervous system flatlined. And then something in my brain just switched on. Not logic, not memory. Something older. Something desperate. So, I said, sitting up straight. The revenue streams are showing strong retention. But the real issue is fiscal optimization at the mid-quarter level. I don't know what fiscal optimization means. I've never known. I said it like I was reading it off a wall. Then Nolan looked up. Nolan had been at this company for 20 years. Nolan had reading glasses and a company mug with his name on it. Nolan started nodding, slowly, seriously, like I'd just said something profound. Yeah, he said. Yeah, that tracks. Nolan. I made that up 4 seconds ago. But now my boss was leaning forward, and I could see the pen moving, so I kept going. I talked about consumer engagement benchmarks. I said the word verticalization. I referred to something called cross-departmental bandwidth alignment, and watched 3 people write it down simultaneously. At some point, I said we needed to restructure the pipeline to align with Q3 projections. My boss stood up, not like he was stretching, like he'd heard something that moved him spiritually. He pointed at me and said, "That is exactly what I have been trying to articulate for months. Sir, I don't know what a pipeline is. I don't know what Q3 is." I was describing the vibes. Karen from accounting was nodding so hard I was worried about her neck. The guy next to her underlined something twice. Nolan looked personally vindicated, like I had confirmed a theory he'd held since 2009. The meeting wrapped up. Everyone shuffled out talking about pipelines like I'd just unlocked something. I sat there smiling, completely hollow inside, waiting for someone to turn around and go, "Wait, actually, nobody turned around." My boss came back in and closed the door. This was it. This was the moment. I started mentally preparing my apology. He said, "I'm putting you on lead for the next presentation." I just stood there, nodding, smiling, the same way Nolan nodded at me 30 minutes ago, completely confident, absolutely nothing behind my eyes. He left. I pulled out my phone and typed, "What is a quarterly report?" into Google. I have 2 weeks.